Hey everyone, this is JC
And Murdoch.
from S.N.I.P.E.R Paranormal, and in this video, we're going to discuss skepticism and how it relates to paranormal investigating. Now, I believe there are skeptics, there are believers, and there are people in between. I like to classify myself as someone who is in between. I like to go into something being a little skeptical, but also being a little open minded. Now, and when we investigate, we try to do that as well. So, Murdoch, prior to joining S.N.I.P.E.R, did you classify yourself as a believer, a skeptic, or a person that was in between?
We all have beliefs. That's the thing. And we're all skeptical of things that fall outside of those beliefs, right? I can think of an example of this would be if you're sitting at an intersection, say, um, and the light goes green, you believe that it's safe to go through the intersection. Um, and you're going to be skeptical that, someone's going to randomly run the red light the other way
Mm-hmm.
and smash into you, right?
Yeah,
So no one is 100% one or the other. Um, we all just kind of adapt and apply skepticism or belief based on the situation.
right. Okay. So, after completing your first investigation with us, did that alter your belief system in any way? And if it did, how?
It definitely had an impact for sure. And if you remember, when we were driving home the next morning, I said to you, I'm going to have to go home and rethink my whole life now.
Yeah. Oh,
Um,
yeah.
And I'll go back to that intersection example again. So, if I believe that it's safe to go through the intersection, I get halfway across and then all of a sudden I get T-boned by somebody who is texting and driving, right?
Right.
Well, what's going to happen the next time I go through that intersection
Yeah.
is I'm going to be a lot more careful about making that assumption, right?
Mhm.
And so for me, that was what the Lawrence house was like for me. So basically, um, I'm now a lot more careful about my assumptions about what's likely and what's possible.
Right. So, with saying that, what do you classify yourself as right now? A believer, skeptic, or in between after experiencing like the last 3 months, 4 months with Sniper?
So I'm still very much a skeptic, but a philosophical skeptic is a little bit different than how people think of what a skeptic is.
Mhm.
And so what I do is I go into every situation assuming that I'm wrong, and assuming that everyone else is too. Um, so um, that way I'm just, really careful about making those assumptions about what I'm experiencing and what any conclusions that I'm going to draw from what happens.
Right. Well, that's very interesting. Yes. So it is actually very important to keep a good balance when investigating of walking to an incident and being somewhat skeptical but somewhat open-minded, because if you're too skeptical, you might miss something, right? If
Hmm.
you're too open-minded, you're going to think everything's paranormal. So it is important to maintain that balance, which it sounds like that's what you're doing.
Yeah, and that's what I've liked about what we do with Sniper is basically we capture evidence and then we present that evidence to either a client or to our audience, and we let them draw their own conclusions about what
Right.
they're seeing. We're not
Yep,
making those conclusions for them.
exactly. So that's our look on that. And if everybody watching enjoyed it, be sure to hit the like and hit the share. And if you already haven't done so, hit subscribe and get notified anytime we release a new video. Until then, this is JC
And Murdoch.
saying take care, everyone. Sniper out.